Hello, I'm Dr. Jane. Are you 60, 70, or 80 years old and feel like your relationship has become just a habit? Do you think the energy and passion of youth are gone forever? What if I told you that science has uncovered a surprising secret that can not only revitalize your life as a couple, but also improve your own health? In this video, we won't talk about medications or exercises. We'll reveal how a simple and intimate initiative, backed by studies from institutions like Harvard, is directly linked to a longer life, less stress, a stronger heart, and a healthier mind. This isn't a coincidence. It's science. If you're looking for a way to reconnect with your partner while also enhancing your own vitality and well-being, you're in the right place. Stay until the end, because what we're about to reveal could completely change how you view aging and happiness in your relationship. I'm a urologist, and for the past 10 years, I've dedicated myself to deeply understanding men's health and relationships. Every day, I see men in my office who share the same story. Doctor, age has caught up with me. The energy isn't the same anymore, and our relationship has become a comfortable routine, but without spark. It's a common feeling, but what many don't know is that science has proven it's entirely possible to reignite that spark, regardless of age. It's not about magic, but about having the right understanding and perspective. Today's topic may feel delicate for some, but it's fundamental. We'll talk about shifting a mindset that has long been ignored. Many men grew up believing that caring for their partner's happiness was purely an emotional responsibility. However, today we know that this attitude is intrinsically linked to your own physical and mental health. There was a time when openly discussing a couple's intimacy was taboo, but modern medicine tells us something different. It shows that when you actively prioritize your partner's happiness and satisfaction, your body undergoes chemical changes that make you a healthier, calmer, and surprisingly more confident man. This goes far beyond a romantic gesture. It's a powerful tool for a fuller lifestyle, validated by science. So if you're 60, 70, or even 80 years old and feel like the warmth in your relationship has cooled, this video is for you. In the next few minutes, we'll dive into the studies, experiences, and practical tips that will not only strengthen your bond, but also care for your heart and mind in ways you never imagined. This brings us straight to the heart of the matter, where we'll uncover what science really says. How can an act of intimate generosity become an elixir for your health? You might be surprised to learn that world-renowned institutions, like Harvard Health Publishing and the Journal of Sexual Medicine, have extensively researched this topic. The results are clear. Men who take the initiative to prioritize their partner's pleasure, especially through acts of intimate giving, trigger a cascade of positive hormonal changes in their own bodies. A significant study found that this type of intimate connection increases levels of a hormone called oxytocin, known as the bonding hormone. Oxytocin not only strengthens emotional ties, but also directly impacts your physiology. It helps reduce stress levels, supports heart health, and promotes better sleep quality. But it doesn't stop there. During these moments of giving, your brain also releases dopamine and serotonin, two neurotransmitters essential for feelings of happiness, energy, and mental stability. It's literally a natural pharmacy that combats discouragement and apathy. Another revealing study showed that men who regularly practice this generosity have better controlled blood pressure. The risk of developing heart disease can decrease by up to 30%. Think about it, a gesture of love that also protects your heart. Additionally, these men report lower rates of depression and anxiety, as well as a much higher overall sense of life satisfaction. The science of telomeres, the protective caps on our chromosomes that shorten as we age, also provides a clue. A Harvard University analysis of over 500 men over 60 showed that those actively engaged in their partner's happiness had longer telomeres. What does this mean in practice? A potentially longer and higher quality life. It's crucial to understand that these benefits aren't just a reflection of the physical act, but of the powerful emotional bond and intention behind it. When you act with the genuine purpose of bringing joy to your partner, your body responds by producing chemicals that promote your own health. The conclusion is undeniable. This isn't just an isolated action, but a component of a lifestyle that nourishes both body and soul. And the best part? There's no expiration date for starting. Now, you might be wondering if this is all just scientific data, or if it actually translates into real-life changes. The answer is a resounding yes. And that's the real impact we're going to talk about now. When a man dedicates time and energy to bringing pleasure to his partner, the effect goes beyond the bedroom. It sends a powerful, silent message. You matter to me. Your happiness is my happiness. Especially after decades together, where routine can wear down communication, this gesture rebuilds an emotional bridge. It creates what we call an emotionally safe space, an environment where vulnerability is welcomed and connection can flourish again. I remember a patient, Carlos, 72 years old. He told me, "Doctor, my wife and I were like two good friends sharing the same house. The love was there, but the passion felt like a distant memory. When I started focusing on her satisfaction, putting her needs first in an attentive and caring way, something changed. It wasn't overnight, but the spark returned to her eyes. And to my surprise, I felt more alive, more useful, and more like a man than I had in years." Carlos's story isn't unique. This attitude of generosity directly combats two of the biggest fears of aging: loneliness and a sense of irrelevance. You stop being a mere spectator of life and become an active agent of joy and connection. On the other hand, the absence of this initiative can lead to a cycle of distance. Communication decreases, misunderstandings grow, and an emotional gap forms, often hard to reverse. That's why many relationship experts say true intimacy begins with empathy, the ability to feel and value the other's needs. By adopting this practice, your relationship not only strengthens, but becomes enriched with a new level of trust, transparency, and partnership. In a phase of life where many couples rely only on the history they've built, you can create a vibrant, discovery-filled future. Now that we understand the profound benefits for body, mind, and soul, let's move to the practical part. How do you turn this information into real, positive action in your daily life? After all, theory is only valuable when put into practice. The change starts with a simple but fundamental step: communication. No intimate initiative should be a surprise or an assumption. Talk openly with your partner. Ask about her desires, boundaries, and what makes her feel comfortable and loved. An honest, judgment-free conversation is the foundation for trust and deepens your connection. Remember, consent must always be clear, enthusiastic, and ongoing. The second point is hygiene and environment. Personal care is essential. Ensure you're clean and presentable. This shows respect and care, making the experience more pleasant and safe for both of you. The environment matters too. A quiet space with soft lighting and no interruptions can make all the difference. As the years pass, the body changes, so the approach must be patient and sensitive. Pay attention to your partner's nonverbal cues. The body speaks, and learning to listen to that language is an act of love. If something seems uncomfortable, stop and talk. The journey is as important as the destination. It's also vital to consider your health. If you're dealing with conditions like diabetes, high blood pressure, prostate issues, or other urological concerns, a conversation with your doctor is recommended. They can guide you on any precautions to take, ensuring the experience is safe and beneficial. Hesitation at the start is completely normal, especially if this form of intimacy hasn't been part of your routine for a long time. But with patience, love, and open communication, this initiative can truly revitalize your relationship, transforming it from a physical act into a profound connection of souls. Before we wrap up, I want to share one final inspiration to tie together everything we've discussed. And of course, a special thank you. I want to send a warm shout out to all our viewers. Thank you so much. So, let's sum up today's powerful message. The initiative to dedicate yourself to your partner's satisfaction is much more than a gesture of affection. It's a decision that positively impacts your physical health, mental balance, and the depth of your emotional bond. At 60, 70, or 80 years old, you have the opportunity to rediscover an intimacy that not only brings joy, but also promotes a longer, healthier life. What you've learned today is proof that your role in the relationship never ends. You're still a source of love, care, and happiness. And by giving that love, you receive it back in the form of better health and well-being. Let go of the idea that age is a limit to passion and connection. Embrace a new perspective, that every day is a new chance to nurture your relationship and yourself. If this message resonated with you, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you don't miss any content. Every week, we bring science-based information to help you live a healthier, happier life in every way. Remember, your life and your relationship are precious. Take good care of them.